Dear friends, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us this evening into our Gnostic Lab of Practical Application. Tonight, we have in store the practice with the mantra OM MANI PADME HUM that Samael has asked us to pronounce OM MASI PADME HUM. This mantra is mentioned in three of Samael's works. One of them is the book, The Three Mountains. And the second one is in the book, the Manual of Practical Magic. And in the last one is the Gnostic Manifest of the year 1971. And you will see as you look in the books that there is not a lot of information that is associated with this mantra. Samael just gives us little tidbits here and there. And by experience, by now, you already know that whenever Samael gives us an overabundance of information, he does so with the intent of creating a burden in the intellect and addressing the consciousness. That way, the intellect will not be setting any more barriers and objections, and it would surrender, and he would be able to deposit the teaching directly on the consciousness. In these other instances, where there is only just a little bit of information, similar to when he speaks of the ego in terms of it being neo-psychic, archaeopsychic, and stereopsychic. He only has like one sentence in one book. And what this means is that this is material that we must bring into meditation. The mantra OM MASI PADME HUM, as he writes it in the book The Three Mountains, he says, OM MASI PADME HUM. As a mantra, it is a word of immense power, and it finds its equivalence in the God Sun and the God Moon, within the bosom of the sacred lotus that has been submerged marvelously within the creative waters of the very first instant. In this particular work, Samael is telling us that this is a mantra that invokes our real being. It is a mantra that seeks to bring the powers of our real being through our innermost into us so that we may find that strength that is necessary for self-observation and, of course, to do the necessary effort to achieve comprehension of the ego. In his writings, in the book of the Manual of Practical Magic, he says, a mantra that will help you awaken intuition is the mantra OM MASI PADME HUM. We know that imagination is clairvoyance. We know that inspiration gives us the spiritual reality of things. And intuition gives us the reason and the significance of things, all without relying, not even for an instant, in the logic faculties of our mind. So he says, this mantra, OM MANI PADME HUM, is vocalized OM MASI PADME HUM. And the vocalization is letter by letter, like OM MASI PADME HUM. The meaning of this mantra is, O God in me. And when we vocalize this mantra, we will vocalize it adoring the innermost, paying tribute, veneration to the innermost. This is what he says in his writings in the Manual of Practical Magic. And last but not least, in the Gnostic Manifest of 1971, he says the sacred mantra OM MANI PADME HUM is equivalent to the gods, sun, and moon. Also equivalent to phallus and uterus, where we find the marvelous key of the great arcanum. Io Pitar is the sun, the phallus. Menes, or Mani, is the uterus, the moon. OM MANI PADME HUM is the lotus flower, with its polarities: positive, negative, masculine, feminine, both of them submerged within the waters of the first instant. So what we have heard tonight is that in his 3 writings, he is telling us the mantra, "Oh God in me," helps you connect with your real being. It helps you connect with your innermost. It gives you the ability to develop the faculty of intuition. And that is what we're going to do tonight. We're going to start by doing a relaxation of the body. And as we do that, we are going to start chanting OM MANI PADME HUM, and we will sing together as many of these mantras as we possibly can in the time that we have been allotted tonight. I will invite you, as you are chanting this mantra, to visualize your innermost. If you struggle to visualize your innermost because you don't know exactly what image should be present within the mind, we invite you to embrace the principle of spontaneity. And if you still have not seen that, by now you must have witnessed your Divine Mother in action when she is working to help you eliminate those psychological aggregates. And because our Divine Mother is a derived aspect of our innermost, we can also focus on the Divine Mother. But let's open ourselves to that which is new. When we do that, as we open our hearts to that principle of spontaneity, remain vigilant, contemplate, but contemplate in serene reflection. That way, as we see, we can receive with gratitude and continue allowing the innermost to officiate through us, to be the one exercising the practice and receiving the symbols and the wisdom that he has in store for us. So let's go ahead and start by closing our eyes and making ourselves aware of the sensations in our physical body. Let's sit comfortably on our chairs with our feet flat on the floor. Let's allow our hands to rest comfortably on our thighs. And let's keep our spine vertical with our head relaxed, our neck relaxed, and our head resting comfortably and effortlessly on our shoulders. And let's make ourselves aware of the sensations in our physical body. If there is anything that feels too tight, anything that is uncomfortable, this is a good moment just to release that sensorial distraction. And as we do this, let's take a deep breath in 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And now let's make ourselves aware of what is our emotional state. Understanding what is our emotional state is always important, because the thoughts that come along our emotional state, they give us an indication on the psychological aggregates that are striving to assume ownership of the human machine. It is very likely that many of you arrive today with plenty of enthusiasm. That is certainly phenomenal. There are perhaps some others. When they got here with feeling a little content, maybe a little indifferent because, well, we have to deal with many challenges during the day. Some others got here feeling just a sense of relief, knowing that they're going to be sharing some good time with other souls that have the same yearnings and the same fire seeking awakening. And then there must be some others of us who, as we come into this practice, we continue to give a good battle day in and day out with the challenges that life has brought us. What is important is that whether we are enthusiastic or indifferent, whether we feel frustrated, whether we feel sad, uncertain, that we keep in mind that all of these emotions are temporary. They come and go just like the waves in the sea. They come and go with the swing of the pendulum. And we know that if we find ourselves a little sad today, and we have been finding ourselves sad in the last few days, that eventually, well, that sadness is going to fade away and we're going to feel plenty of joy and happiness. And we also know that if we have been feeling very happy for the last few days, that we must not lower our guard, because eventually that pendulum is going to swing and we may find ourselves on the other side of that spectrum. So the best thing is that we disconnect from this mechanical law of nature. The best thing is that we can remain relaxed, that we can assume a third position right at the center of the circle of Tao, that we can stand comfortably at that instant that exists between the systole and the diastole of our heart. Because that third position empowers us to contemplate our circumstances, our conditions, just as if we were contemplating a movie or a drama on the stage of a marvelous theater. And because we're empowered to assume that third position, that is what we do. We know that if we look at one side, we can see all of those extremes of happiness, joy, enthusiasm, laughter. And if we look the other way, we can see ourselves reflected there as well. In sadness, ambiguity, perhaps tears, frustrations. And what better than the ability to stand right there at the very center and contemplate our thoughts, our emotions, our actions without judgment, and willing ever so more to dig in a little further into understanding our defects. So being empowered to stand in this third position, we may allow ourselves to draw a faint smile of gratitude and gratefulness. And we take a deep breath in 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And let's start by creating that magical circle of protection around us. By chanting that mantra, Klim Krishnaya, that we have learned and practiced so many times. A mantra that defends us at times of danger. A mantra that crystallizes the flaming star immediately around ourselves to give us protection from tenebrous entities, from ill wills, from negative emotions, from negative thoughts. The mantra is Klim Krishnaya Govindaya Kopihana Vaya Vaya Swaha. Klim Krishnaya Govindaya Gopihana Vaya Vaya Swaha. Let's practice that again. Klim Krishnaya Govindaya Gopihana Vaya Vaya Swaha. One last time in our practice. Klim Krishnaya Govindaya Gopihana Vaya Vaya Swaha. And together we say, Divine Father, Father of mine, you who are my true being, you who are my eternal God, we're here humbly at your presence, asking of you, begging of you with our soul and our heart, that it is you the one who officiates here with us in this practice. Guide us, Divine Father. Give us the opportunity to experience the faculty of intuition. Give us the opportunity to receive from you the significance and the reasons for the events, the causes, the circumstances that surround us, without having to rely on the logical processes of the mind. Show us and manifest this faculty of intuition, Divine Father, in such a way that there is no doubt at all that we have gotten it. Shock our consciousness in such a way that there is no doubt that it is you, the one who has communicated. Help us in this way to not only build our faith of clarity, but to add into our experiential knowledge. Give us this opportunity so that we can further enliven that yearning for the awakening of the consciousness. We ask of this in your holy name. So be it. Now let's focus our attention on our feet. By doing this, we empower our consciousness to bring about its attention. And as we do this, we focus that attention on our toes, our heels, our ankles. We bring that attention onto our calves, our shins, and our knees. And just like that, instantaneously and without any significant effort, we immediately feel the gentle softness that comes from a state of relaxation. And we receive it with a great deal of satisfaction. And without identifying, we bring that attention once again to our knees, the underside of our thighs, our glutes, our hips, our creative organs. And as we continue breathing in through our nose and out through our nose, we feel that sensation of relaxation expanding and covering every particle, every tissue, every muscle, every ligament of our legs. And again, we experience that with much gratefulness. And without identifying, we then bring that attention to the very base of our spine. And from there, we allow the consciousness to continue bringing that attention upwards, one vertebra at a time. And we continue to breathe in through our nose and out through our nose. And we further experience that relaxation in our hips, our glutes, our creative organs. We feel that relaxation in our lower abdomen. And we allow for the relaxation of our intestines. We allow for the relaxation of our internal systems. Like the relaxation of our lymphatic nodes so that they can allow for the unobstructed flow of fluids in our body. We relax our spleen, foundation of our ethereal body, our liver, foundation of our astral body. Our pancreas that suffers so much with the much sourness that we carry in our psyche. We relax our diaphragm and our stomach. And we notice that our exhalations now become deeper, longer, effortless. We notice that the process of breathing flows so gentle. That the sensation of relaxation is such that we can make the inhalation and the exhalation barely perceptible. And we bring our attention back at the very center of our spine, in that space that exists between our shoulder blades. And because we bring that attention, at this point we allow that consciousness to continue expanding, making itself its way upwards in our spine, one vertebra at a time. And we relax our lungs, our heart, the muscles of our chest, we relax our shoulders, and from there we allow the sensation of relaxation to cascade onto our elbows, our wrists, our hands, and out our fingers. And we remind ourselves that we are empowered to invoke of our innermost at any moment, today or during the upcoming days. Whether in moments of joy or moments in which we see ourselves struggling, to know that our innermost can bring back this very same state of relaxation. And in much gratefulness, we bring once again the attention of our consciousness to that space at the very base of our skull, back there in between the ears. And the body naturally perceives it. And so we allow that sensation of relaxation to expand. And as it grows along our scalp, we relax the muscles of our jaw, our tongue, our lips, our eyes, our eyelids. We even relax the muscles of our forehead. And without any additional effort, we feel that sensation of relaxation reaching the crown of our heads. Give yourself a moment and enjoy the gentle vibration that infuses every particle in your body. Remind yourself that this is what is meant to be our natural state. And with infinite gratefulness for this new opportunity, for this brand new moment, we sing together the mantra OM MANI PADME HUM. OM MANI Padme Hum. Om Masi 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 Padme Hum. Om Mani 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 Padme Hum. Take a moment and make use of your faculty of clairvoyance. See yourself as if you were transparent, as if that body that is transparent irradiated a very subtle, a very gentle hue of blue light, a light that expands and expands throughout the room, but a light that, if you allow your consciousness, will expand and irradiate every corner of your home. A light that is so gentle and yet so powerful, that as you empower the consciousness, it irradiates beyond your home and it expands throughout your community and it expands throughout the planet, allowing you to perceive that everything exists within consciousness. And with this sensation of gratitude and gratefulness, we continue invoking of our innermost, O God in me. OM MANI PADME HUM. 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 Padme Hum. Om Mani 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 Padme Hum. Om Masi Padme Hum. OM MANI Padme Hum. OM MANI Padme Hum. Divine Father, we give you infinite thanks for this new opportunity that you give us. We give you infinite thanks for bringing us all together as an extended family, all united with the same yearning in our heart. Grant us the opportunity to experience the faculty of intuition. Grant us the opportunity so that it is you, the dominant entity, at every moment. Make us an instrument that is fine and delicate at your service. We ask of this in your holy name. So be it. So be it. So be it. Now let's take a deep breath in 1, 2. And that concludes our practice today with the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum. So dear friends, thank you for your participation always, and to everyone, our best wishes for a phenomenal weekend. May all beings be happy. Have a good night.